So what is Airbnb service fee? So if you think about Airbnb, they have a bunch of people that work for them, supports the guests and stuff. So for them, it's maintaining the quality of their services, the support that they give, the tools, the product, everything, user interface, maintaining the liability insurance, anything that goes wrong in the property. And that's why effectively Airbnb charges a service fee. Now, the question I always get all the time is, Piers, what are the difference? Because there's different people. Sometimes, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at listings where it says service fee 0. So if you're like a guest, you're trying to book, there's no service fee. In some, you'll see there's, if you're trying to book a month, it could be anywhere between 400 to 600, depending on the value. So a lot of question around this. So in this video today, I'm going to do a screen share and I'll show you as a host, how you can choose or what you can choose. And also as a result of that, how you can be clever on pricing. Because look, there's no right and wrong, but what there is there's certain location works differently to the other. So yeah, without further ado guys, let's go into the screen share and I'd like to show you how the service fee system works. So let's jump into the screen now. So as you can see, firstly, by the way, if you look at the screen right now, some amazing looking property all over the world. I can't believe how much Airbnb are promoting some of their special properties, right? But let's go on changing your service fee and how you can start making it a lot more smoother. So the first thing you would like to do is go, once you log into your Airbnb, on top right hand corner, you've got your account. Once you press in your account, you have different options, right? Now in this case, I'd like you to go into payments and payouts. You have now got 4 different options here and you can see service fee. Now firstly, let me break down how the service fee works. The first one, firstly, what Airbnb actually does automatically when you first create the account is they put into split fee pricing, where you can see it says Airbnb will deduct 3% from each payout for you and it will add 14.2% to the nightly prices, basically, which means the guest are, obviously the person who books it is going to be added that percentage and the guest will pay a higher price than you set. So effectively, you know that if you're putting £100 per night, guest will be paying £114, 20 pence per night, or again, depending on which country you are, exactly works that way. However, you have an option to go into simplified pricing where Airbnb will deduct 15% from each payout. So you actually pay, think about as a commission to Airbnb, and the guest wouldn't be charged a service fee. Now, that says that the price you set is exactly what the guest will pay. And obviously you need to understand that you are now paying 15% plus VAT. So actually it comes around to 18%, which again is cheeky of Airbnb not to say that, but that are the 2 options. Now let me jump back to the screen and explain you what are the benefits of each of them and how the guest actually perceive them too. So now let's talk about simplified pricing. So for me, simplified pricing makes it a lot easier because if you think from your guest perspective, if you look at different investment area and your properties around that area, you're going to quickly find that there's going to be service fee 0. Now, what that really does is, as a guest, they don't understand the model, you see, so they would just go, oh, I'm not being charged any fee, right? And that's exactly how the guest looks at things. Whereas if you're looking at the other pricing strategy where Airbnb actually charges, that 14.3% to the guest, all of a sudden your listing now, although it might be not as expensive, guest still feels that they're now paying the extra £200, £300, whatever it is, to book, and that feels like they're actually giving the money to who? Like what, Airbnb? So what I would like you to suggest now is when you're doing your pricing strategy, I prefer to go into simplified pricing. So I take all the hit on the commission, but then what you're going to do is when you're doing your pricing strategy, make sure you add that 18% and then reflect it on your pricing. look, it clearly makes it look like, although you might see yourself on an expensive side, and with GrowYourBnB, something we're proud about is, again, you know, we just don't rely on Airbnb all the time, and our strategy is not to get you those 2 nights booking. It's always been monthly booking. So there's numbers of factor. It qualifies us to work with simplified pricing a lot more, which has always worked in our favor and my client's favor, and that's exactly how we attract longer term booking, great profit, pass on the fee, you know, that 15 to 18% to the guest. They will still cover that cost for you, but it just makes your listing a lot more attractive. So this will be quite an interesting video for you, because I'm now going to share with you a strategy session that I actually have with all my clients. Whoever works with me actually goes through this session to make sure A, they understand fully about the strategy, and secondly, understand what works best for them. So let me run that first so that you get an understanding of why and how I actually cover this in my session, and then we'll go through actually one of the best results we had within like 24 hours when we did that change for our client in the account. I'm going to open this, and hopefully they shouldn't have a service. Okay, they do. So again, that's putting off people. Can you see? That's what's happened to yours. If I show yours, can you see there's about £400? Now, remember, you know, you and I have already put this price, if you remember here, into the pricing strategy.
For the commission.
Yeah,
right?
So exactly. So look, what you need to do is, by the way, this is the mistake a lot of Airbnb operators make, is you need to now change your service fee. So if I go into your accounts and then go into service fee, can you see here? It says includes all Airbnb in your price. At the moment, you're obviously in that. Okay. So what I'll do is go into the top. Now I'll save this. Now your account should show, instead of what it says here, service fee and 396, once that's fully updated, that should really push you to 0. So let's try this again. I'm going to go to the searches. Instead of 3501, I'm going to hit refresh, and now it should say 310. Yeah, can you see here? 31. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So now you're fully optimized in the right pricing strategy. So now what I can tell you today is, right, so as you can see now, a success story there. Within 24 hours, we landed her that first 23 nights booking actually for 2.2 thousand, which is what, you know, at the end of the day, the client's now made profit. This is now fully booked for 23 nights. And as a result of that, this is now much more optimized with the right branding, the best Airbnb listing working with us, but also making sure that the service fee, the pricing strategy is exactly to the point to where the market wants to pay her. So firstly, look, if you are already running a service accommodation or short-term rental Airbnb property, I would love to have a chat with you. Look, things like this is what makes our company special. We take time to understand your property, your market, your investment area, then give you suggestion based on what's going to work for you. Look, at some point, if that doesn't work, we'll revert you back into the other strategy. You need to find something that works for you, and as a result of that, you also need a great brand, a short-term rental brand that's going to help you achieve that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, please comment down below regarding service fee. So look, we have been actually going through a phase where we're uploading a lot of free guides, you know, anything to do with Airbnb business, short-term renter business, systemization, operation, branding, anything to do with it. We've now got some extreme, I think we're on over 50 free guides. I'm going to put a link down below for you to go and download it, enjoy it, and look, comment down below if there's anything you need from us, so me and my team can work to create one for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching another GrowYourBnB video. My name is Piers. We've worked with over 1,700 properties all over the world. We're growing, we're adding clients every week, every month, helping short-term rental brands achieve the best profit. And look, we'll be back with another video soon.